Last night, the Phoenix Suns put off a very close win against the Bucks, winning 106-108. This is all thanks to Kevin Durant and Devin Booker's late game heroics. With about 29 seconds left on the clock, Kevin Durant gets the ball at the top of the key. You feel me? He got Kyle Kuzma on him. He pushes off Kuzma a little bit, step back for a much needed three for the lead. And then on the Suns' next possession, Devin Booker gets the ball off the inbounds play. He did not hesitate, not one bit, to get to that mid-range, which we all know is his bread and butter, and he made it for the win. And now the Phoenix Suns are now on a 4-game winning streak. And the real question is, can the Phoenix Suns keep it up? We all know that this team is like so up and down, and that's just my opinion on them right now. Like, I can't really answer that question because this team is so up and down. They obviously have the talent to be the #1 seed in the West, but they aren't for a number of reasons. We can say defense, we can say rebounding, we can say continuity. I feel like this team is just always experimenting with lineups. Like here lately, they've been playing 3 rookies in a rotation. Calypso, I can't say the big man's name, Osagoro or something like that, and Ryan Dunn, which I really like Ryan Dunn. He had a crazy poster dunk on Giannis Antetokounmpo last night from the pass from Devin Booker. That was a nice poster last night, man. Ryan Dunn has a lot of potential as far as a 3-and-D player as well. But yeah, I just think they need to stop experimenting, especially going into the play-in. The play-in is 2 weeks away, and the Phoenix Suns is still experimenting with lineups. Like, we just seen Bobo last week, 2 weeks ago, getting a ton of playing time. You know what I'm saying? I have not seen Bobo in a little while now, and I just think they need to get more consistent with their lineups. They need to figure out who they're going to play, so they can get this continuity down, this chemistry down for the playoffs. This is not a top-tier team in the West this season. They're not playing like a top-tier team in the West. They're the 10th seed. You know what I'm saying? So just with that right there, they got to find some type of consistency in that lineup. That's not going to help them if they're going to keep switching the lineup up. They need to figure out who that starting 5 is, who's the 8-man rotation that y'all going to use in the playoffs, okay? Because we always see this with the Suns. Like, they'll play all these different guys in the regular season. Do we get to the postseason, and they're not giving nobody minutes? You know what I'm saying? So I would really like to see them, you know, solidify their roster. Who are they going to play so that Phoenix Suns fans can know who they're going to see on the floor day to day. Sometimes Bradley Beal starts. Sometimes they bring Bradley Beal off the bench. I personally think Bradley Beal plays better off the bench because the Suns play a lot better when Devin Booker and Kevin Durant is running the show offensively, and they got the right role players around them around them two. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyus Jones, Royce O'Neal, and Richards. You know what I'm saying? I think that right there should be the starting lineup. You should start Tyus Jones, Devin Booker, Royce O'Neal, Kevin Durant, and Nick Richards. I think that's the best lineup offensively because Kevin Durant and Devin Booker has everything around them that they need to win. You know what I'm saying? They have some defense, they got a big man out there, and they have a playmaker. We all know that last season, that was like the biggest issue for the Phoenix Suns, was finding a playmaker, somebody to really just organize this offense. So this season, this offense has looked a little more set, look a little more organized. I like the ball movement some games because Tyus Jones can come in there and really get you 12 assists some nights with no turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can really control the game at a good, efficient level. I like the pickup of Tyus Jones, but the only thing about Tyus is that he could be a defensive liability at times. So that's why you can't run Bradley Beal and Tyus Jones and Devin Booker. I just don't think you can run them 3 guards at once. That's just no defense. That's the lineup you run if you're just trying to get a bucket real quick. But you can't run that for a whole series and expect to win. You can't run Bradley Beal in that starting lineup with Tyus Jones. So I just think if you're gonna start Tyus, you gotta bring Brad off the bench. You gotta start a defender like Royce or Ryan Dunn, or maybe even Grayson. You know what I'm saying? You just need some type of defender, some type of toughness. We all know that Bradley Beal is not a defensive specialist. Bradley Beal is a good player. He still is a good player. I don't want to talk about Bradley Beal like he's just like he's just washed. I just think Bradley Beal is just having a hard time fitting in on this Phoenix Suns roster because, like I said, man, they keep messing with him. You know what I'm saying? They'll bring him off the bench. They'll have him in trade talks. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll start him again. Like, it seems like the Phoenix Suns don't know what they want to do with Bradley Beal. He does have that trade clause, so that did, prevent the Phoenix Suns from moving him this offseason. This trade deadline. Oops. But yeah, man, I think if Bradley Beal didn't have that trade clause, the Suns would have moved him. It just haven't been a good fit. You know what I'm saying? It just hasn't been a good fit with Brad Beal. He is averaging about 17 points per game on 39% shooting from the 3. So he's not having like a bad year as a player. it just hasn't been a good fit with the Suns. You know what I'm saying? Since the jump, a lot of people was just kind of hit or miss about this trade for Bradley Beal. Like, a lot of people was kind of like liking it because, dang, they got 3 players that can just go get a bucket. But on the other side, you don't got no defense. You don't got none of the other stuff. And those 3 guys are sucking up a lot of the money. So, you know, you can't really go out there and get no top-tier role players. And it's just been a struggle, man. It's been a struggle to even watch this Suns team. Because I'm not going to lie, y'all. I'm just going to be honest. I'm a Kevin Durant fan. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the jersey right there. Like, I'm a big KD fan. Always been a big KD fan. And I was high on the Suns when they got Brad Beal because I'm like, okay, we got 3 All-Stars. I hope they finna go out and make some more moves. But they just can't put it together. You know what I'm saying? They just can't put it together. And now there's even rumors about Kevin Durant getting moved this offseason, which I hate to see. Because last night against the Bucks, what he go off for? 38, 8 and 6 or something like that? Shooting 7 for 9 from the 3. Like, KD is a bucket still. At 36, he's averaging 27 points per game, carrying his Suns roster. And I just feel like when the Suns is going through these slumps, I feel like KD always gets the backlash. They always bring up how he left Golden State and hasn't won since, but they always call the Phoenix Suns Devin Booker's team. They always call the Suns Devin Booker's team, but I don't see Devin Booker get a lot of criticism when the Suns is going through stuff. I'm not gonna lie, because KD is always balling out there. Like, when it comes to the playoffs, I'm just worried about the role players. Are the role players gonna be there to help KD out? KD gonna drop his 30, but every now and then Devin Booker will have an off night. Bradley Beal might have an off night. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't have off nights as the second and third options. Y'all cannot have off nights, especially with the other players the Suns have. They don't have a lot of shot creators. They don't have a lot of players that can go out there and can just create their own shot. So that's why I think going forward, this team should bring Bradley Beal off the bench. Saying let Bradley Beal go out there, get his bucket with that second rotation, and let Kevin Durant and Devin Booker run the show at the beginning and at the end of the games. Because like I said, the role players play a lot better when Devin Booker and Kevin Durant is, you know, controlling the offense, because they both command so much respect that a lot of times KD is getting double. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant can find Royce O'Neal in the corner for a spot up 3, or, you know what I'm saying, whoever that shooter is that's open, Grayson Allen, whoever it is. So I like this team a lot when, like I said, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker is running the show. I do think this offseason that they should try to move Bradley Beal by. Like I said, man, I've heard a lot of rumors about Kevin Durant getting moved. Kevin Durant was even on Draymond Green's podcast saying that he didn't like the trade rumors. He felt blindsided, and he felt like, you know, if they're going to trade me, we should talk about that in the summer, and we should focus on this season. Like, Kevin Durant's still focused on winning with the Suns this season, but I'm pretty sure after this season, you know, the Suns is going to do a lot of retooling for Devin Booker. It's going to be a whole different Suns team next season, I'm pretty sure. So, for the Phoenix Suns fans out there, man, I'm sorry for y'all. I'm feeling for y'all. I'm feeling with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I would like the Suns to be, you know, out of the playing picture, but they're going to be in the playing this season. And right now they're fighting with the Kings, man. They're fighting for the Kings with that 9th seed. They're like neck and neck. If you look at the standings, the Kings and the Suns are like neck and neck. And like I said, man, if the Suns keep having injuries and whatnot, man, and inconsistencies in their roster, I don't know if this team gonna be able to even make the playoffs. Like I said, man, they gotta make the playoffs before anything. If they don't make the playoffs, you can see Kevin Durant is definitely not coming back to the Suns. Definitely. But if this team can make the playoffs, and if they can make it to the second, third round, I don't know, man. We'll never know. This team is a mystery. This team is so up and down. 1 minute they hot, 1 minute they cold. I can never get this team. You guys let me know down below in the comments how you feel about the Suns right now. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, do me a big favor. Smash that like button and leave me a comment on what you'd like to see next video. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. You dig?